active kid until last March. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor. His recovery has been nothing short of miraculous, and in a large part has been because of this amazing community. So when I was in college, a lot of my friends were on the rugby club. It was a big deal in my dorm and in our community, so it feels like coming full circle and coming home to be connected to a rugby community in Colorado.
Kobe, you aren't just joining one team, you're joining our entire club. And if anyone here is new to rugby, being a part of a rugby club is really, really special. A rugby player will tell you it's different than any sport you've ever played or participated in, managed or coached, because of the true friendships you gain.
We all look out for each other. So now you got our back and we got your back.
We are very fortunate to welcome you into each of our lives, as you have been an incredibly courageous young man, and we're all excited to get to know you and offer our friendship, love, and support to you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's really sweet that you guys are here to cheer on Kobe today. So love you all and thank you so much. Things like this really just make our lives so much better. So thank you.
My name is Jackson Tom. I'm the senior coordinator with the Glendale Raptors, and we're here today at Children's Hospital. Our relationship with Children's Hospital goes back about 10 years, and it's something special. And to hear about the kind of in-depth relationship that we have, it's nothing but heartwarming. It's nothing but a feel-good. It means that this team and this club means more to this community than just a couple teams taking the pitch every Saturday.
I'm Kathleen McBride, and I direct the Association of Volunteers at Children's Hospital Colorado, and have the good fortune to work with volunteers and our friends in the community. My favorite aspect of the job is our patients, their families, volunteers, and our donors in the community, and those donors could be giving their time, such as the Glendale Raptors.
My name is Donna Madsen, and I've been a volunteer since, well, I'm starting my 12th year this year. My husband and I raised a granddaughter, and when she was 14, she had a brain tumor, and Children's Hospital saved her life after a 7-hour surgery. This is my way of giving back for the miracles that are performed here each and every day.
We are truly dependent on the community for gifts of time, talents, financial donations, even blood. But that's what sets Children's Hospital apart, is the community support. And it adds a sense of normalcy to the hospital experience. It certainly brightens the hospital stay.
Being a volunteer is just a very, very rewarding experience. And when I leave here daily, and I volunteer 3 to 4 times a week, I leave with a full heart. It's just very, very special to be here with these families and with the children.
Visitors such as the Glendale Raptors are true celebrities to the kids, and they enrich the patient experience because the kids can forget being in the hospital, even if it is for just a couple of minutes.
Raptors on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raptors!
From Rugby Town, USA, it's a battle royale for 3rd place in NSCRO as Xavier University takes on LSU of Alexandria at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Hello Rugby fans, I'm Dallas Stanford, joined alongside my former Eagle captain Brian Visit. Both these two teams fell off yesterday, but will want to finish on a high today. NSCRO is the home of small college rugby, and they've been competing for 15 years, providing opportunities for colleges and universities with smaller enrollment and limited resources on the national stage. Recognized by USA Rugby in 2013, NSCRO has almost 300 teams competing for 5 different national championships. But first, let's take a look at Xavier University.
Xavier University is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. It has a student body of 6,600 kids. The rugby team was formed in 1974. Xavier defeated the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point in their Central Region semifinal, and then in the final against last year's 3rd place finisher, Southern Indiana, Xavier dominated in the first half and cruised to a lopsided win. In yesterday's semifinal, they lost to Claremont College's 22-12. And in that game was center Kyle Daly. who got his team on the board first early in the second half, and this dot down narrowed the lead to just 1 point. Xavier trailed 8-7, and then trailing 22-7, fly half Dan Heisterkamp dished off to the winger Valiant Freeman to make it a 10-point game, but that was as close as Xavier got.
And today, Viz, what will they need to do to finish with a victory?
Well, Coach Sean Gaffney was very pleased with the way his team tackled a very big pack yesterday, and they're going to have that same commitment today because the pack is even bigger. He wasn't pleased, however, with his team's counterattacking defense and said they have to do better today. He also thinks his team will have to improve when they have their own counterattacking opportunities, and they face a team today that's still evolving.
Oh, certainly. Only 2 years in existence, but they've had a storming year so far. You've got to be very proud of these troops. What I love about this program is how closely they're aligned with their core values, putting family first, then courage and accountability. They were unbeaten before the Final Four, winning 16 on the trot, and yesterday they learned some valuable lessons in their narrow 2-point defeat at the hands of Tufts University. They possess some talented players. One of them is Owen Keenan, who scored both of his team tries in snowy conditions yesterday. Here he is here at the back of the rolling ball, diving over for their first 5-pointer. That put them in the lead. They weren't to finish there. Another rolling ball. This something is a carbon copy of the first. They get a double, but of course weren't able to hold on in the end and get that victory that they so desperately wanted.
So Dallin, what does LSU Alexandria have to do well today to rebound from yesterday's disappointing loss?
Well, interesting enough, they won all their scrums and 90% of tough scrums as well, but they weren't able to convert that pressure into points. Secondly, Coach Boyd Lejeune expects a complete 80 minutes match from his Chargers, playing for those that weren't able to attend this weekend. And lastly, if LSU can stick to the game plan, they will finish this tournament with a W. So there we have it. The stage is set for a thrilling third-place final. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the national anthem and first half kickoff.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA is brought to you by Comcast Xfinity, the most live sports on TV, online, and now on your iPad and iPhone. Xfinity, only from Comcast. Haynes Mechanical. To properly manage your facility, you need a solutions provider in mechanical, technology, and energy. HaynesMechanical.com. And by Hyatt Place. Choose cozy and affordable. Choose Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, an official hotel partner of Infinity Park.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Your hands can do a lot. They can follow the lines. They can color outside of them, greet new friends, and comfort old ones. With Xfinity, they can do even more, like manage your account, change your Wi-Fi password, and take your favorite shows anywhere you go. Xfinity is putting more control where it belongs, right in the palm of your hand. Get the app or visit xfinity.com/myaccount.
We're always building extraordinary events here at Butler Rents.
So we walk through everything that we know that you could possibly need and try and suggest things.
Building it to the ultimate desire that you have envisioned in your mind. Once you've made that original order, we then go back and package it all up. The drivers will load it on the truck and we'll get it out to you.
And making sure that everything is going to go smooth for the event.
So like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at Butler Rents.
What am I wasting time? We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play somewhere else. We've got to aspire to reach that next level. It's the reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!
And welcome back here to stunning Infinity Park. Players are taking the field right now. Gorgeous scenes here. Snow may be on the banks, but the field is green and ready to go for this third place clash. Perfect conditions, the sun is out, and these players will want to finish with a bang here in this beautiful facility, won't they, Viz?
Oh, they certainly will. I mean, they played the whole season to get to this point. And I'm sure they'd rather be playing in the later game today for the first and second place. But here they are still with a fight on their hands. For Xavier, Hooker, and Nicker, Ricciardi is the only change from yesterday's starting 15. Loose head prop Sean Vickery played well yesterday in difficult conditions. Open side flanker Harry Lee was phenomenal in the loss to Claremont. Cameron Breen was also good at number 8. Xavier is captained by Matt Flynn and scrum half Jose Sanchez. Montel Martin goes to the bench and is joined by the likes of Angus Nelson, Cormac Kashner, Easton Mahone, and Trevor Ralphs. The head coach is Sean Gaffney.
And we're going to take a look here at a surprise package. Look at that player streaking in on the outside. That's NSCRO man. What a sensational man he is. Now the national anthem. That'll certainly fire up the teams. They are ready to go here in Rugby Town, USA. Taking a look at the LSU side. Yesterday's MVP, Owen Keenan, moves from hooker to lock, with Catrell Sutton starting at prop. A few positional changes with Andreas Aruza at number 8, and he'll be vital at scrum time in the backs. Josh Schlitt wears the number 13 jumper. The captain is Flav John O'Regan. And take a look at the bench. A very thin bench. Not everybody able to make it this weekend, but the staff are ready for this one. And Coach Boyd Lachune will be proud of his troops. They'll need to finish on a high. Yeah, that's the referee for today. It's going to be Lex Wiener taking charge of this clash. He'll be assisted by Derek Summers, who has recovered from that devastating tackle he took refereeing a game. Atam Alifa from the Glendale Raptors accidentally smashed him to the ground, flattened him like a pancake. He's back, as is Stu Geiger on the other side. Kicking off in white will be the Xavier men, known as the Musketeers. And on the left of your screen, in black, will be Louisiana State University of Alexandria. And NSCRO man watching on. There he is. Oh, he's got a Xavier hat on. We know who he's supporting. Who are you? Again, to win this game. It's 80 minutes away from the third place clash. And it's the men from Louisiana that take off on a good run. Straight away into the action is Carter Simmons. Was at 8 yesterday, now in the flank position, and they'll get the first penalty in this clash.
Yeah, looking at this LSU squad, you know, they're very happy with the scrummaging yesterday. How could you not be? I think they wanted to take more advantage of it, though. Nice kick into touch by Keenan. And they kept on fighting to the end. Even though they had a light bench, as you had mentioned, they kept on fighting to the end. And, you know, they played decent with the combinations they had to come up with. So the coach wasn't too displeased with that at all. I think the one regret was not taking more advantage of that scrum domination.
Keep this guy, fellas, right here.
So our first lineup for today. And we've got throwing in here is Anthony Portelis, known as Frenchie from Bordeaux. Oh, it's been stolen straight away here from Xavier. The ball's been knocked backwards, so we're playing on. Cleaning things up there is Dan Minogue from the right wing position. Little box kick over the top. It'll find Benham. Oh no, Benham's dropped this. The man from Surrey, England, had a stormer yesterday, but today he's put down the first one.
Yeah, not the best kick by Sanchez. Went right to the fullback. He's just going to give away possession there, but Benham had difficulty with that. Yeah, he looked up just a little bit. Our replays are brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com.
Crouch.
First scrum. Take a look on the right-hand side. We got the rest of the backs and just the lone winger, Minogue, on the left-hand side. It comes Breen. The 8th man doesn't pick up this time, so they go straight to the backs. Heisterkamp has to get back on his knees to field this. So he's center. Brett Moore cleans things up. Of course, you've got to watch out for those high tackles. Anything above the shoulder is dangerous and deemed a penalty. Sterling defense yet again. In the thick of things there was Mateus Matthews. But still with Xavier. They work the far side. NSCRO man watches on the distance, but just a little knock on coming into the plate.
Getting down that first scrum was a little different than what LSU faced yesterday. Right from the get-go, whether it was their possession or Tufts, I mean, they just drove them back 15 meters every time. And on that last possession, the first scrum of the game, Xavier did very well.
Crouch. Bind.
Such an important facet of play of the set pieces, scrum time in particular. So 3,257 students from Louisiana facing 6,650 from Xavier. Good skills, though, to get out of the danger of the space to move on. The thumping tackle! He's picked him up and smashed him to the ground. But you're not allowed to lift a player. It might look good in the replay, but that's dangerous.
I thought for sure he's going to be yellow. Oh, boy. Guess his hips didn't go across or high enough. But that's a nice touch find. Let's see another look at it if we can. Oh, I don't know, man. That's yellow. Jeez. That's yellow in my book. You want to set a precedence early on.
Jack, you got the front. Thanks. Captain, just watch.
Keenan with a nice touch finder, though. It's going to be an LSU put in.
Right here, guys.
Dan Minogue,
only 5.
What a solid tackle that was. Lucky to be on the field, though. We're playing on. So Portelas, the finance major, finds his target this time. So they're 1 for 1 in the lineouts. LSU look to attack out wide. They bring some of their big loose forwards. Collegiate was in there, the man from Houston, Texas.
Advantage knock on.
Ball's been knocked on by Xavier, so
ball's available.
Louisiana still with possession, almost losing it on that occasion, though. Now they come here. Simmons gets the pass away. Sutton looks for the bump. They call him Chocolate Rain. Inside the 22, he goes there. 2 players down for Xavier, so there's 13 on the field for the men in white. Now, running up to this is Owen Keenan, known as the GOAT. The ball comes back in play. They should score here, their numbers. No, but we're going to stop. 2 players are badly hurting back play, and they're going to check on them right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Just turned around, and there's 2 Xavier players down. I don't know if they have a head clash or what.
I had to. They're both down. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you hate to see that, especially early in the contest. Hopefully both players are going to be okay.
No, you're coming out. No, you're coming out. Nope, you're coming out.
But much better ball movement by this LSU of an Alexandria team. I think Sutton had some guys on the outside. Let's take another look at it. Oh, yeah. Boy, both the heads around, I think it was Ricciardi, and I think it was Dan Minogue. Both their heads went around Simmons and cracked behind him. Oh, man, that was ugly.
Wow, so Minogue will leave the field. It won't be the yellow card we thought we'd get earlier, but it will be concussion protocol.
Thank you.
Here's another look. Let's different angle. Yeah.
Right here.
Man, both going at Simmons as hard as they could, too.
Yeah, Mark's here, guys.
Yeah, but going back to my thought, I think Chocolate Rain had a little bit of had some men on the outside. If he would have looked to his right, he cut it back inside.
Crouch!
This should be a good opportunity here for LSU center scrum.
Yeah, it certainly will be a good attacking one. Inside the 22 on the field, though, is Cormac Kashner for Xavier University.
Behind the ball.
But it's LSU with an early attack. Still 0-0. 5 minutes gone in this game. They go to the far side. O'Regan cutting back against the grain beautifully is Josh Schlick. Now they're setting their big heavies. Seneca Woods. And it's a legal steal, and nicely done, saving the day here for Xavier.
Yeah, good defensive play by Xavier. Again, as Sean Gaffney said yesterday, he's very happy with his team tackling against a bigger Claremont team. Yeah, it looked like Cameron Breen, the Scotsman, that affected that steal and penalty. And if he was happy with the tackling yesterday, he's got to be happy so far in the early goings against even a bigger team in this LSU of Alexandria forward pack.
LSU look very dominant so far in his first few minutes. The sun is shining, there might be snow in the background, but wonderful conditions. They go over the top though, and then kick through. Ball is still there. Keenan comes flying up, can't get the tackle on Moore. Does well to duck under a few. So Xavier setting up their forwards, then opting for a box kick. It's a nice deep one. Bit too far though, lands in the hands of Benham. Benham takes this one much better, puts a chip himself for the corner. A clever kick, and it rolls towards the bank there. They keep the pressure here on Xavier. Xavier go quickly. Everybody's on sides. Trying to step his way through there. It's Vice Captain Jose Sanchez.
No hand, Buck, no hand, leave it.
Just like that, Xavier are back inside their 22, although they will get a full-on penalty.
Yeah, it looked like AJ Corona, the biscuit, had his hands in that last ruck. But that was a clever kick by Matt Benham, perfectly weighted. Xavier might have been ill-advised to try that quick lineup. There's 14. There's the hands in. Maybe ill-advised on that quick line out, but it does work out for them. They have the line out towards the 10-meter line. But early on, been a lot of LSU here with possession.
It certainly has been.
We'll talk afterwards.
A very young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, a diverse squad. Doing well in only their second year in existence. On the Xavier side of a rich history, founded in 1974 after the cancellation of their football program. The club has 43 years going strong.
Yeah, this is one area this weekend where we've really seen a lot of line-out woes by all the teams. A lot of not-in straights, a lot of overthrows. Timing's been off, so set piece so crucial. We saw the scrum yesterday, how that affected the matches in really difficult conditions. The line-out too was affected.
Yeah, speaking to some of the coaches, they said their hookers are having frozen fingers, very tough to throw in. So now it's another solid attacking platform here. Being driven backwards. What a scrum from Xavier!
Wow, that's gonna fire up this Xavier forward pack. I'm sure they saw a video of the way LSU dominated Tufts yesterday in that semifinal. So that's got to be a really good morale booster for them.
Drive straight, please.
There's a positional change, as we said. Owen Keenan, who was at hooker for LSU, is now at lock because Thaddeus Andry is on the bench, probably nursing some sort of injury. So that definitely mixes things up a bit here for this huge LSU front row. Again, they get shot backwards. The ball comes out, though, and then knocked on in the process, but it was a good steal initially from Harry Lee.
Yeah, Harry Lee, I think, has been one of the top back row forwards in this tournament so far. He was very active yesterday in their loss to Claremont.
I know you guys both want to drive. Let's get it stable first, please.
And as his coach said, pound per pound, one of the toughest players that he's ever had at Xavier.
Crouch. Bind.
So we reset the scrum.
Stable here, stable.
Almost 10 minutes gone in this third place clash in the NSCRO competition. Small college rugby at its best. They pick and go. LSU, this time making great meters. Getting the push on there. Aruaz making a good 20 meters for his team. And now into play there with Kalichi Anamudu.
By White, rip back.
The ball has been stolen there, and great work at the breakdown there from Brett Moore. And kick over the top there from Heisterkamp. He's put a bit of boot on this, so the chasers are now coming in numbers. Benham, with a lot of pressure, puts a kick towards the halfway line. And eventually goes out. Summers is on the mark.
Yeah, I think Kyle Daly could have caught that ball on the fly and didn't look like the LSU defense was in a really good position. Daly let it bounce, so it's still going to be their line out. But I think he could have picked up about 15, 20 meters if he would have caught that ball.
Black, one step, please. One step here.
Cormac Kashner has replaced Dan Minogue. Again, not it straight. When you don't get it straight when you throw into the front jumper, I mean, you just really have to concentrate. You got to trust your jumper and your lifters that he's going to be able to take that ball. You can see it on the outside shoulder. I mean, easy call for the referee.
All the way back to my shorts and I can't get my bind. Sure. Thank you.
So attacking opportunity. What you'll notice here right now is that the LSU side have moved their right wing, and that is AJ Corona to the left-hand side. So there's open space here on the blind side if they want to use it with Andreas Aruza. It's been knocked down, so it'll be a penalty.
Intentional.
And more territory here for Keenan to get for his troops.
Yeah, intentional knockdown. So that'll be a full arm penalty. Keenan, he's been really spot on with his touch finders. That looks like another beauty inside the 22-meter line.
Captain, it's a lot of silly penalties. Let's have some discipline, please. Thank you. Intentional knock-on.
Let's see if we can take a look. I mean, really slow at the base here is LSU, and there's the knock-on by Sanchez. I like that. Getting a hand in there.
So Keenan will still throw, even though he's wearing the number 5 jersey. It was accurate, but it had been lost there. And now they're picked up by Xavier, cutting back against the grain. Good work here from the sub, Kashner, the club treasurer from St. Louis. Box kick again. It goes down the middle of the field, so there's opportunity here to attack by LSU. It'll bounce though. Chaser is there, Valiant, and then knocked on. Good pressure. That's the second time they've used that kick to great effect.
I tell you, it starts out, it doesn't look like it's going to be a great kick. It looked like a couple of LSU players could have caught that ball. They let it bounce, though. And then it looked like Valiant Freeman might have a chance. There's the knock right there. Again, just took an eye off the ball just a little bit.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Xavier inside the half. Jose Sanchez, former forward in high school, and a great pickup at the back there from Cameron Breen, the Scotsman. Getting valuable meters for his team. Lee wants it on the far side and now gets it. Goes nice and low.
Get out.
The biology major. Now they find the hard-working captain, Matt Flynn, 4-year starter. The forwards rumble it up. Colin Carney from New Jersey. They have advantage, Heisterman.
Get penalty advantage, Scrummy.
Heisterkamp, in fact. Inside the 22. Still looking for the first points of the game. Lee goes against some
we have it again.
big defenders.
Back.
LSU being pinged for offside. They play on. He flicks it back inside to Flynn. Great little ball. The captain right near the line. Won't go over.
14, 9 out. Step no.
Xavier still with ball available.
Release now. Back foot.
So close to the try line.
Back foot.
Another over, first try of the game. And excellent work there from Nick Ricciardi. The sports management major gets over for the first try in this third place clash.
And Ricciardi was one of those who was involved in that head clash early. Great to see him still in the game, and for Xavier, happy to see him in the game as he did well with that low body position. And I thought Flynn did a really good job showing his patience. Didn't force it. He knew he was short of the line. And there was the quick pickup, quick snap by Ricciardi and dot down. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that body position, that's what does it. You can't stop somebody that close to the line. Going at your bootstraps. They're going to attempt a drop kick for the 2 extra points. It won't be successful, so it'll be 5-0. Xavier lead LSU after 14.5 minutes played.
And that was really Xavier's first sniff. The Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company is proud to be the top sponsor of NSCRO and the NSCRO Championships. Learn how Penn Mutual can help you live life with confidence by visiting pennmutual.com/rugby. You know, down that was basically Xavier's first sniff of the ball in the LSU half, and they took advantage of it.
They certainly did. Now they decide to switch directions with a kick. Taken well there by Kyle Daly. Scored a try yesterday. Sanchez switch positions with Heisterkamp. Puts it down to Benham. Benham has a crack on the outside. Gets in the way with his teammate, Lucan Beaumont. Beaumont very active yesterday. And now he's lost it. But they have to release a tackle play, give him a chance to place the ball.
5 wide entry.
Yeah, I think he was entering from the side. Mike Smart was pinged for that. Beaumont, I thought, was the best back that LSU had yesterday. Yeah, but Keenan again with another great touch finder, getting it down deep.
No fair contest.
Yeah, Beaumont, known as the Salamander. You watch him here.
He's coming in from the side. You know, one thing Sean Gaffney said that he wasn't pleased with yesterday was the chase. He thought there was really disjointed. And again, when you look at some of these kicks that Xavier's putting down towards the LSU team, it's 1s and 2s now. There's not the big chase they need.
Certainly right, and quite deep as well.
Hold.
LSU of Alexandria. They get that rolling ball going. Can they get it going forward? They scored 2 yesterday with Keenan at the back. And here they rumble for the line. Set piece.
Right through the back.
Keenan peels away. It's going to be a few meters short.
Stay there, stay there.
Still opportunity, though, to bring the big heavies in as they crack for the line.
White step, white
it's
step.
Anamudu.
Step. 6 release, no.
Picked up there still, and it's over.
On the lines.
Try awarded. Kalichi Anamudu has struck back. The man from Texas puts one down here for the Louisiana side.
Boy, what a great snapple that was by Anamudu. It looked like that ball was coming loose. He just reached down, picked that ball up, and dove over the line ahead of 2 or 3 Xavier defenders. Let's take another look and see if we can see it. Looks like that ball, there was Keenan, I think it was. He made a nice break, and then that ball looked like it was going loose. And then Anamudu just able to sneak under 2 or 3 Xavier defenders to equalize this match.
Didn't take them long to strike back. Just 3 minutes after Nick Ricciardi's score for Xavier has now equalized things. And Owen Keenan searching for 2 more points. Keenan, originally from Ireland, representing the LSU team of Alexandria. He's got a good boot on him. It's a lovely strike. It won't call in. So the score is 5-5 after 18 minutes in this NSCRO third place game.
The Summer of Rugby Sevens returns to Infinity Park. Save August 25th through the 27th for the annual Rugby Town Sevens and enjoy the latest and hottest Olympic sport. Infinity Park at Glendale.com.
It's certainly hot, and it's certainly what you want to see in the Olympics. 7-a-side rugby booming all over the world. Meanwhile, kick from Benham. It's nice and high. It will be caught cleanly, though. Good skills there from Danny Gresser. He was excellent on day 1. He follows up his kick. Almost charges it down.
6 stay.
But another opportunity here for Kashner now. Kashner weighs up his options. Absorbs 2 tacklers. And Xavier won that exchange. Looking for space wide. Daly goes around the couple. Sets up a good contact point. Cutting it back in. Great skill, Brett Moore. Really showed his deft footwork. That one robbed in the tackle, but there's advantage here. Still comes away for Xavier. Heisterkamp steps off the right and the left. Tries to wriggle free from a good tackle from Simmons, but they'll come back here to an earlier infraction.
Yeah, I think it was a high tackle. Accurately took that ball in. Got pinged with a high tackle. Let's see if Heisterkamp goes for goal here, right in front of the sticks. Yep, looks like Matt Kelly signaled for post.
Yep.
Let's take another look at it here if we can. Yeah, I don't know, kind of marginal. Which should be an easy effort here for Heisterkamp right in front of the sticks.
Drop kick attempt here for Heisterkamp. He's an option to place it on the ground, but he doesn't need it. It'll drift to the right-hand side, though. Unsuccessful. So 5-all the score after 20 minutes. It'll be a 22-minute dropout.
Well, yeah, I think maybe Heisterkamp 0 for 2 on those drops. I want to consider a tee. Here's Keenan, though. He's been really good with a kick.
All-round rugby player. Gets his drop kick. Just has to go. Oh, it goes too far. You put the commentator curse on him, Viz.
Yeah, that was bad. Now it's going to be a great attacking position here. Great attacking position here for Xavier. Scrum right in the middle of the field.
I completely missed it anyway.
Yeah, it was Keenan trying for that long-range blast.
Crouch. Bind.
Attacking options left and right of the scrum. Xavier just will reset this one. But you're right, they haven't been in this territory much, but they're taking advantage of it. 3 points, didn't get this one, but another chance here. Dan Heisterkamp is on the left-hand side. Man from Rocky River, Ohio. The fly-off jersey. Daly, the threat on the far side. Cameron Breen. Oh, it goes through his legs. Then knocked back, it's play on. And then finally picked up. LSU, they throw a wild one. It works out in the end. Schlitt on the outside. Josh Schlitt puts the kick in. Chasers are arriving. And then big body collision still available there for the men from Alexandria. They get this. They've got to go to the left-hand side. Numbers to burn. Trying to get the flick pass out is David Callahan. He loses the jersey in the process.
Skins and shirts.
And at least it's not that cold today, though.
That was a lot of action right there. How about the pass that Kata Simmons over the top? Thought for sure was going to find Xavier hands. Let's see. That's Callahan. Oh, I just get ripped right up by Colin Carney. But there's going to be a great attacking position here for LSU. See if they can get that scrum, that dominance.
Carney there just trying to remove the jersey early for a bit of laundry. Not needed yet, though. Platform here for LSU. They move it across. O'Regan puts the stab kick in. He didn't need it, though. He numbers to the left-hand side. He's given it away. And now Xavier look to hot step their way through. Valiant Freeman took it up first, and then Sanchez with a deep kick. Benham, the Englishman, puts it over the top inside the 22. Sanchez is there, Ed again, exchanging kicks, 1-for-1, but now there's nobody back replacing Benham, so what a kick from Sanchez. And it goes into touch as well. Stunning.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kick.
Oh, they go quickly. American football style passing. Keenan kicks this for the halfway line. And that equally is a great response here from LSU.
Yeah, I thought that Xavier had that line out marked. Keenan hustled down there. That's a big man, 270-pounder. He hustled down there to get that kick. Aerial ping pong, as Dennis Berg used to say. There's Sanchez. That's right, he spotted nobody back deep for Xavier, or for LSU. And then the quick line out, good heads up thinking by LSU.
Line out taken there by Smart. Lee couldn't find connect there, so Heisterkamp has to come in. LSU got to be careful, you can't be diving on a player on the ground for safety reasons. Scotsman, Breen, works around the fringes. Sanchez again with another kick of his. Nice and high, and now finally Valiant comes up there, and Freeman took a bit of a knock there as well as he came in low.
It almost looked like a head-on head again. Valiant Freeman.
Captain.
I think they gotta get him checked. Here's another look at it. Oh yeah, head-on head. NSCRO is the home of small college rugby in America. For the latest NSCRO news, be sure to visit nscro.org and like NSCRO at facebook.com/NSCRO Rugby.
Yeah, such a wonderful competition, this. Steve Cohen, we catch up with him every weekend here, and this, of course, is the replay of the head clash. There it is, bang. And even if you're wearing a scrum cap, you can still feel those knocks. Second time we've seen today so far players colliding, this time from the opposite teams. It looks like Freeman is going to go off the field.
Yeah, I think he still has to get an assessment. Yeah, there's the assistant referee.
Check him around the side, that's fine.
They can do it on the sideline. Make sure he's okay before he enters.
14.
But again, that's the third or fourth time LSU Alexandria cannot handle the long kicks kicked their way by Xavier.
The tactic working very nicely for Xavier and Sean Gaffney's troops. He's assisted by Henny Peters in the backs and Eugene Riley in the forwards. Work well together. This scrum pops up in the middle. LSU holds strong in the scrum.
Yeah, much better scrum that time for LSU. We talked about Xavier getting a little bit of confidence when they were able to push LSU back. And now just reverse a little momentum change here in the forward packs. And the thing is, it's not a very low scrum by LSU. There's just so much mass in there. It's a pretty good technique. Scrum half still, Sanchez had trouble with it, but they still get the full arm penalty.
Yeah, it was Matt Flynn, the captain from Xavier, that was pinged for a couple boring in, was the call. So LSU, no rush to get to the line out. We've spoken about that thin bench, it'll be a shortened line out. 5-all the score still.
Drop one white.
Now Xavier need to match the numbers. So Keenan. On song there, little gap opens up nicely. Kick over the top. Oh, another hack offside position as well. It's all happening here. Callahan was the one that put that stab through.
Yeah, and again, some of the inexperienced players playing that ball in front of the kicker. Here comes LSU.
They're going quickly in the corner. That was a forward pass, though.
Unlucky. Just got to show a little bit more patience down there. Yeah, it looks like Valiant Freeman's coming back on for Xavier. Yep, he is back on the pitch. Get a little speed out there on that wing.
Yeah, forward pass just creeping in. They had space, they had numbers, trying to catch Xavier unawares. It won't be though, so defensive scrum for this Xavier side. Flynn better watch out for his scrummaging. Sanchez. The ball comes away, LSU for a tight end. Wiener says it went up first though.
Well, much better again by LSU of Alexandria. Really starting to show that forward dominance we saw all day long yesterday in the scrums.
That's it.
Boy, it's popping again. There it is. It's popped. Yep.
I'm not trying to. Crouch.
And we mentioned it yesterday. This is the time you can push the scrum more than 2 meters. So if it does become a tight end, LSU could push them over the line and score this. Big scrum, the ball back and forth. It is a tight head. They won't go push it over, but they can step through David Callahan. And now the ball comes wide and it's been turned over. So Xavier have this, and Sanchez, just a little stab over the top to Benham. Benham is full of running. Wants inside support. Oh, it's knocked on. Another error here from LSU.
Josh Slitt couldn't handle that pass. Yeah, a little low. Probably should have had it, but again, you got to get back a little bit. Yeah, he definitely should have had that pass. I think taking his eyes off the ball, just looking where that defense was aligned. But Xavier again off the hook.
Thank you.
LSU certainly got that scrum going like we saw yesterday.
Coach!
So the Xavier program with 10-1 leading into this competition. They were 8-0 in NSCRO before yesterday's first loss in this competition for them. Heisterkamp on that powerful left boot of his, swirls around. It'll find Benham again. LSU need to improve their counter-attacking, and that's one way, just to go straight into the traffic.
Away, 21.
A red light will stop him there. LSU now secure this one. Keenan arriving on the spot. Just a little chip kick over the top. It is vision like you've seen it. Sanchez.
Retreat.
He will put another big kick in as well, but Benham is well placed. Numbers to the left-hand side. It's a big pass, allowing the defenders to come back. Freeman is one of them. The ball finally thrown back. They do well to maintain possession with lack of numbers to LSU. Slowly arriving now to the breakdown.
Release, White!
Ruaz takes it into the midfield, and there's numbers to the right-hand side. Quick hands needed. Instead, they opt for the kick from David Callahan. Ball burbling around, and then charge down. And this one is still in the field of play. Excellent kick, narrowing the options here for Benham. He's inside his 22, so he kicked directly into touch, but doesn't do that. So it's a bit of ping pong here. Heisterkamp, a chip over the top. Callahan is there. Throws it back to Keenan. Keenan is trapped. Back in field under all sorts of pressure. LSU dancing with the Wolves. Back inside the 22, great step from Schlitz. And another, Schlitz is going. Lost the ball in contact though, was a great steal. So Xavier turning defense into attack. Daly into the thick of things.
Here, step back.
Xavier looking for the second try to break the deadlock.
Here, step, back, step.
Breen comes in to help out. Flynn, off that characteristic inside pop. Known around the world as the George Gregan inside flick. Made famous from the Australian legend. Still with Xavier. The Musketeers. Into the last 10 minutes of this first half. They go to the far side.
That's a tackle, release!
Freeman trying to help out from the wing there. Still a few meters out.
Leave it. Step back, back.
Referee Wiener's on the spot. Xavier with the captain. Flynn rolls over. He's lost that in the process of putting it down, so close.
Oh, desperate defense. Things certainly have opened up in the last few minutes, Dallin. And it's been all Xavier here on attack. Matt Flynn, one of their top try scorers.
You're already going down.
Tried to reach over in that tackle. Let's take another look at it. Desperate defense.
Let's go, Bob.
Looked a little bit high, too.
Guys, black scrum, let's go.
Are they looking at that? No, I think it's just a scrum here.
Yeah,
it looks like just a scrum. Didn't see the high tackle, so it's going to be, I think, LSU put in here in the shadow of their own try line.
Excuse me?
I think that's high, huh, Dal?
Yeah, that is. Flynn ducked into that, but it is pretty high. It will go unnoticed, though. So LSU of Alexandria, known as the Generals, will look to clear their lines. This LSU side representing the Deep South unit.
Keep your weight.
They won their conference.
Well, this would be huge if they could clear the danger out of here.
Keep the weight, please. Crouch. Bind.
John O'Regan is in the pocket. O'Regan from Waterford Island, the second Irishman in the team. They've got to maintain their
use it, Black.
body weight here, so now being told to use it. They pick at the base. Oh, the ball's thrown free. Danger times. Beaumont comes to the rescue to dive on this one, but it's been stolen from Xavier, reaching for the line.
We're gonna go back to
Yostel
advantage, guys.
just held up.
He's gonna be held up anyways. Knock on.
Oh, foolish pass, I think, at the base of the scrum that time.
Time off.
Baruaz for LSU. Again, it's just inexperience. Some of the players we've seen. Down in your own end, you do not want to throw a pass like that out. That was there's Yostel. Oh, Yostel's almost trying to try it.
We're good? White, let's go. Time on.
Boys and girls ages 8 to 18.
Let's go, please. Throw forward, no advantage.
Enjoy your rugby.
White scrum, sorry, scrum.
So we're into the last 5 minutes of the first half here of the NSCRO third place clash. And it's still deadlocked at 5-all. A try apiece. Xavier will look to go into the half if they can capitalize on this. They go to the far side. 8-man pick there from Cameron Breen. Fake to the outside. Dancing, diving for the corner.
Time off.
Was left wing, Valiant Freeman lurking on the right-hand side.
Step back, guys. Sure, it's in touch? Absolutely. All right, so we're going to have a black line on the 5? Yep. No try, black line on the 5.
Good assertive call by the AR. He said he was absolutely into touch. Let's see if we can take a look at it. Here you see the arm go up. No question. Looks like his right foot from Valiant Freeman was in touch. So an important line out of here again for LSU.
Back on White.
Stolen though. Knocked down from Xavier. Another opportunity. Hammering at the door. Heisterkamp looks for a switch. Solid running from his inside center. Brett Moore has had a great weekend in the 12 jumper. On the left-hand side, an open, unmarked man. Heisterkamp just needs to find them. It will be it. Try in the corner. Great work from the replacement player. Cormac Kashner comes in. The club treasurer has hit gold.
Yeah, good ball movement. Finally paid off for this Xavier team. And look at the line out steal. Nice tap back. They bring it in, and now the good finish. Nice hands out wide. They had a 3-on-2, 4-on-3 out wide, and Kashner plenty of room to dot down. A nice team try by Xavier.
Excellent timing as well. With 4 minutes left in this first half, important to go ahead. Altitude will start to play in the second half here in the Mile City. Conversion attempt is going to be Harry Lee. Pretty rare that in the same game we have two forwards kicking for poles. Harry Lee from Washington, D.C. originally. It's a nice strike. He'll stay on the right-hand side. So Xavier lead 10-5 after 36 minutes.
Boys and girls, ages 8 to 18, join us for our rugby skills clinic focused on back-kind play on May 10th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. right here in Infinity Park. Reserve your spot at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
They get the youngsters involved.
Well, they do such a great job here, don't they, Dallin?
Oh, they certainly do. Such a fun way to get involved, and also coached by top talented players, top coaches, which really want to hone your skills here at Infinity Park. Keenan goes to the left-hand side again. Sparring around, so Daly can't take it. It's gone the 10 meters and then into touch, so it'll be a line out for Xavier.
I'll touch.
Yeah, no one touched that ball, so it will be the white throw-in.
White, line is yours. Line is yours right here.
Xavier opting for a short line out here. They want to be accurate. Coach says we believe we can win because we expect to win. And I really like that from Sean Gaffney. Flynn gets the offload to Lee. Hard running Lee tries to throw it back in field, but it's been intercepted in the process by AJ Corona, known as the Biscuit. Ball still there for LSU.
Advantage over.
O'Regan. Flat ball. Beaumont does well to pirouette. Make good meters. Woods gets the offload to Matthews, 240-pounder from Trinidad.
Stay.
Keenan on the far side. We know he's going to put it to the boot like a great golfer. Times it to perfection. The chasers are there, so they will get the line out if the ball goes out. Still in the field of play, just stops dead. Keenan goes back to collect. Brennan finally puts this up high. They need to have chasers. Woods was just lurking, and now Heisterkamp sees there's space to operate. His kick just goes too far.
Yeah, just a little bit too much weight on that. Another few meters, it would have put LSU in all sorts of danger. But really like the way that LSU's hanging tough here. I mean, again, we talked about that short bench. These guys they pack a lot of weight. And talking to their coach, Boyd Lejeune, you know, they're just thrilled to be here. You know, they've worked hard all season long. It's a really diverse group, as we mentioned yesterday on occasion. But it's great to see them out here, having a great time. The AD's here, really supporting the team as well.
That is what you want to see. Gressa looking for a counterattack. It's a try scorer. They get hit hard there. Kashner. And good stepping from Schlitz. He's got some feet on him. He pops it back to Sanchez. Jose Sanchez, the vice captain. Gets away from Schlitz initially, and then gets grabbed. His kick goes backwards. So it's play on. Picked up by Big Ruiz. And now they rumble forward with Anamudu, the try scorer.
Is that knocked?
Ball squirts free. Yep. Xavier capitalized on this in the closing stages of this first half. Sanchez puts it high. One chaser. Oh, the ball's allowed to bounce. It's chaos at the back. It's knocked on. And look at the chase from Sean Vickery.
Yeah, Sean Vickery, one of the youngsters on this team, freshman prop. All the way down. I think that's going to do it for the half, isn't it?
Second 20, a lot better.
Certainly will be. Referee Wiener puts an end to the first 40 minutes here at Infinity Park. 2 tries to 1. And it's Xavier University that lead Louisiana State University of Alexandria. We're going to take a short break, come back with highlights from that first half. 10-5, Xavier lead LSU.
Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan. Denver's best live and local coverage of the NFL is on Denver's sports station. Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan.
Close, convenient, cozy. Where Rugby stays. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek. Located within walking distance of Glendale's Infinity Park Stadium and minutes away from the Cherry Creek Shopping Center and downtown. Featuring 3,000 square feet of meeting space, luxurious guest rooms with our signature Hyatt Grand Beds and complimentary breakfast. Prepare for your match in our 24-hour Stay Fit gym and connect with work, family, and friends on free Wi-Fi. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, where Rugby stays.
Play the fastest growing sport in the U.S., rugby, and the pathway to playing with the best starts at Glendale Raptors Rugby Academy Clinics. We're developing better rugby players ages 8 through 18. Our national championship coaches and players provide in-depth instruction and cutting-edge training so you can become a more effective rugby player. Improve your backline knowledge to gain an edge over the competition in our May Backline Play Clinic. Sign up today at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
Running a business can be hard. Dex Media offers you a complete solution for managing your business and life. Dex Hub is a fully integrated business management and communication solution. There's customer management, social engagement, video, online listings management, an integrated website, and service. Dex Hub will help you manage your business, so it doesn't have to be hard. Ready to get your life back? Schedule a free consultation today.
I love my credit union. My mom is the one who took me in and said, "Here's where you'll bank for the rest of your life." 10 years later, I'm still a member. Westera is always there for me, And I like that they're local here in Colorado.
Federally insured by NCUA.
And welcome back to Rugby Town, USA. And it's the men from Xavier, from Cincinnati, Ohio, that lead this clash narrowly, 2-1 against Louisiana State, University of Alexandria. You look at the coaches there giving their words of advice, but it all started off with Xavier and their forwards driving hard for the line, and Nick Ricciardi, keeping his body low, gets the first try in this game.
That was a good start by Xavier, but here comes the LSU Alexandria team. Kalichi Anamudu that's now to score the equalizer, 5-5 at that point. And then just with about 5 minutes left in the half, Xavier scored again. And it was the reserve back, Cormac Kashner, that gets that ball out wide. Good team try off a stolen lineout by the Xavier forwards. There's Kashner dotting down to make it a 10-5 lead at the half. And Dallin, I think Xavier looks the more dangerous of the two teams. But I tell you, when the ball gets into the forward pack of this LSU squad, they're awfully tough to prevent from scoring when they're down deep.
It'll be a big tense 40 minutes coming up to see who will finish third in the country in this intro competition. Stay with us. We're going to take another short break and come back with the second half. It is Xavier 10, LSU 5.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA is brought to you by Rugby Athletic. Rugby Athletic is leading the way in custom rugby jerseys and apparel at rugbyathletic.com. Hilton Garden Inn. For a convenient and comfortable stay, choose Hilton Garden Inn, Cherry Creek, an official hotel partner of Infinity Park. And by Turner Construction, the proud builders of Infinity Park. TurnerConstruction.com.
Looking for some extra room to stretch out and relax? Our suites are spacious, comfortable, and convenient for the quick or extended stay.
This is more like
Hampton Inn and Suites, Denver Cherry Creek, big enough for rugby.
What am I wasting time? We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play somewhere else. We've got to aspire to reach that next level. It's the reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!
Score, Glendale!
Well done!
Your hands can do a lot. They can follow the lines. They can color outside of them, greet new friends, and comfort old ones. With Xfinity, they can do even more, like manage your account, change your Wi-Fi password, and take your favorite shows anywhere you go. Xfinity is putting more control where it belongs, right in the palm of your hand. Get the app or visit xfinity.com/myaccount.
Welcome back, rugby fans. We're here at beautiful Rugby Town, USA in Glendale, Colorado. I'm Dallin Sanford, joined alongside by former Eagle legend Brian Visit, and we're ready for the second half. Kicking off from right to left is LSU, who trail against Xavier 10-5.
We just need a referee.
Well, we know one can take over at any moment is NSCRO man. And there he is right now. NSCRO man's ready to go.
He's got his hand up. Is there a yellow card on it? No. You know, wind kicked up a little bit too. It's favoring LSU, it seems like here. Maybe Keenan try to put some of those touch finders down deep, try to work that magic with those LSU forwards. That's got to be the strategy, I would think, for Coach Lejeune. I think the team stayed on the field, but the referees went in to warm up or talk strategy. I think they should be coming out here any moment, hopefully.
Yep, the fans are ready.
Teams are ready. We're ready. Well, while we're waiting, don't miss USA Rugby's Emirates Airline Club National Championships right here at Infinity Park on June 3rd and 4th as the best men's and women's teams in Division 1, 2, and 3 face off for national titles. USARugby.org.
Another fantastic weekend where champions will be crowned in all different divisions. And speaking of a champion, a round of applause here for Alex Wiener that returns. Probably just to style his hair, just so it looks very perfect here for the fans at home. And wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, welcome. The sun is out, the snow is in the background, and two teams going head-to-head here. Xavier with ball in hand in white. They take first possession in the second half. Heisterkamp doesn't kick this time.
Advantage over.
And now they've got space to operate. Been told to move the ball wide. Wasn't very accurate passing there, so Valiant Freeman has to go back. He bumps off one, gets the step and going. Excellent work from the wing three-quarter. Took a knock earlier in the game. He seems to be okay. And now Dan Heisterkamp puts this one deep. Matt Benham feels as well. He's been accurate for the most part in this game. Puts it on to Freeman. Gresser thought about stabbing it over the top, but keeps ball in hand. Daly takes two to the ground.
Right here.
Heisterkamp, little chip over the top. Almost collects it off the knee and then knocks it on.
Yeah, I think you had the right idea. The back defense of this LSU team was very deep. I think he wanted a little more distance on that kick. It just cleared over the first line of defense, and then he didn't get that bounce. Force that knock on.
I'll say something later.
Let's see how this first scrum of the second half goes. It's always interesting to see the strategy involved in what the coaches talked about at halftime. LSU Alexandria had the better of the scrummage in that first half.
Yeah. Let's get the level, please, guys. All right. Yep, please. Yep. Thank you.
I think that's what the problem is. They're so high going in that they're popping out. Got to keep that scrum low.
And on the near side, we've got for LSU wearing 16, Josh Marsick is on the field. The man is studying criminal justice. The freshman is on the close side.
Stay behind the ball,
more
please.
Stable.
Use it, Black.
Callahan comes at the back first for Aruas. Callahan throws a dummy. Heisterkamp doesn't fall for it. Oh, good counter shot. Daly comes in with both shoulders, puts the pain on. Xavier take possession. They're not messing around when it comes to ruck time. Harry Lee, only 190 pounds of plays like he's 290. Takes it to the line and then knocked on. So Schlitz will get this for LSU. As soon as the breakdown, couple plays standing up high. You've got to keep low body shape. Picked up there from Chocolate Rain, Sutton. Man from New Orleans.
Tackle release! White 12, part of the tackle, must release.
Yeah, I think it was Moore that got pinged for that. Didn't release. And now Keenan with that long kick again. He's
won't go out. So Gresser looking for the step. Can't take on both players.
Release.
And a great steal.
Tackle assist. Tackle, assist, release.
Beaumont was pinged for being the second tackler in that movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might have been AJ Corona did not release the tackle player, and that's where the infraction came. But I've been pretty impressed with Beaumont, though. He's playing out of position at 12. Yeah, I'm sure what was spoken at the halftime, and guys, these are the last 40 minutes of your season right here. Let's put everything we have into this half effort.
Please. Right there is good. Stay there forward, right here. Thank you.
One of the try scores for Xavier. Nick Ricciardi throwing that ball in just below us.
Man from Boston, Massachusetts. Great part of the world. And good set piece line out. They attack now through Breen, gets through the first, gets the offload to Lee. Great interplay between the loose forwards.
No, you can't.
Quick support to arrive.
Leave it, boys. Pull, straight pull.
Xavier goes to Heisterkamp. Oh, knocked on by Daly, though. Looking so promising.
I'd like to see a little longer whistle there. See if LSU could have done anything with that knock-on whistle. It was very quick. Yeah, it looked promising for Xavier there on the outside. Daly just couldn't bring that ball down.
Yeah. Black knock, black scrum.
Pass maybe just a little high, a little too hard, but Daly still should have had that. Pretty impressed with the back row combination of Breen and Lee. They've been very good in this tournament so far for Xavier.
Crouch!
Big impact from those two players. LSU will have to get back onto the scoreboard.
Here.
Starts at scrum time there.
Crouch.
So Marsick be told to bind.
Set.
Keep their body. Better scrum comes at the back. They flick it back in field, went backwards and then kicked through. So LSU looking to clean this up. They shifted across Jut and good looping around from Beaumont. Beaumont's got some speed. Puts the kick over the top as he gets tackled. The chasers are there. It's anybody's game. Hacked ahead. This could be a brilliant score. Try time. Yes. AJ Corona has come through and pulled a David Copperfield. What a score. The magician's back.
Oh, what a fantastic play by Beaumont. I think he did that loop around and just got the kickoff before he got crushed into the tackle. But AJ Corona had a lot of pace on the outside. Here's the little kick. He gets slammed to the turf. And I don't think they saw Corona. He just came flying by on the outside, chipped ahead, and perfectly weighted kick, able to ground that ball. But a nice try by LSU.
That was the spot they needed. Just been playing rugby for 2 years. Corona, the man from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, thank you.
He's an accountant and adds the extras. This time they used the kicking tee. Owen Keenan from the touchline. Beautiful strike. The front row forward adds the extra, salutes the crowd, and his team take the lead 12 points to 10.
Great kick. Join us for USA Rugby's College Sevens National Championships here at Infinity Park on May 19th through the 21st. The best 40 college men's and women's sevens teams will be here to compete to lift the trophies. USARugby.org.
Quick kickoff taken. It's been knocked backwards. So playing on here, Cardis Simons. And from Turks and Caicos.
The rock, stay here, White.
Little box kick over the top from the vice captain. Callahan spots space. Beaumont almost there, but great little flick from Gresser. Gresser showing all the skills, throws it in field. No, Daly's dropped it again. 2 in a row for Daly. They're playing advantage here for LSU. It was looking so good there for Xavier down the touchline.
Yeah, nice little play again by Gresser. He's been one of the top fullbacks this weekend, I think. But Daly, again, just having a little trouble handling that ball. It looks like we got a reserve, Nick Ricciardi. He's coming out. Montel Martin, maybe number 18, is coming in.
Yeah, white knock, black strong.
There's that pass. Yeah, Daly should have had that.
Time on.
LSU let off the hook.
Let's do this side, please. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
So keeping a close eye on the bind. Once a player commits a knock-on, you've got to keep playing because there's advantage to the other team.
Use it now, Black.
Put your hands on the heads, keep going. Callahan shifts a low ball across. Beaumont can't handle either. It's kicking on the ground and then second knock, so both teams knocking first by LSU.
No advantage, guys. White's gone.
Yeah, poor handling there by both teams the last couple of minutes. Oh, Xavier, great attacking position here. It's going to have their back split. Heisterkamp to the left, Kyle Daly acting in the fly half on this side.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
I think Breen's going to come around this way if I was Xavier.
Scrum goes backwards, but the ball's still available for Breen. Good call there. They come around with Sanchez, throws the dummy, gets through two, puts the kick in for Freeman. He picks it up beautifully. Freeman dances around.
Tackle! Right here, stay. No.
Brennan stole that in the tackle for LSU, saving a certain try there in the corner. So Anamudu, and now it's stolen back again. Back and forth, and this time Harry Lee was the one that took it. Xavier. Breen to the line, the Scotsman! He's over! The big number 8 adds a valuable try here for Xavier, which will put them back in the lead. Try number 3.
Yeah, try your seat, leave him. Yeah, time's off.
Yeah, nice play by Breen. He split 2 LSU defenders, and it looks like one of those LSU defenders is down on the floor still. Slow to get up. But he splits the defense right here, and I think, again, it was a head on the knee, I think.
Time off, guys. Time off, please.
That got through, and it might have been Owen Keenan that may have got dinged, but a good try by Cameron Breen is really capping off a wonderful weekend of individual play for him. Catch the Raptors' next home game right here at Infinity Park on May 13th as both the men and women face the men and women of Life West. The women's match is at 1 p.m. and the men kick off at 3 p.m. Get your tickets at GlendaleRaptors.com.
That'll be a strong doubleheader here at Infinity Park. Life West, a great program taking on the Raptors. And then in the meantime, in back play, we've got Keenan going off, and he's been instrumental in everything for his team, kicking, scoring, and that was a big hit.
Yeah, he's done a good job all weekend. And I think Scotty Glinton has come on to replace him wearing the number 18 jersey.
Heisterkamp's drop kick. Will stay to the right-hand side, but his team take the lead again. 15-12. They lead LSU after 50 minutes in this NSCRO third-place clash.
Yeah, that was a nice reply by Xavier. Again, when they get the ball out wide and they hang on to the ball, they look pretty good. I think the fullback, Gresser, is having a wonderful day. He played well yesterday. Moore has done well in the midfield, Brett Moore. But I think Harry Lee and Cam Breen have been outstanding up front for this Xavier squad.
That's right, so is Owen Keenan. Definitely a player nomination there for the tournament team. They'll be selecting the top individual players from 4 different sides. Take a look at the hit again.
Yeah, I think he went off a team, maybe an elbow or a knee off his own teammate, I believe it was.
So, David Callahan kicks this one. Gets popped over the top there from Moore. There's space to operate. Racing back for it. LSU almost a foot in touch, and then Brennan does well from fullback. Daly comes to shepherd him down to the ground.
Keep coming.
LSU. O'Regan throws a wide ball over the top, and it's well handled from Seneca Woods. Aruaz. This is the connection that Coach Boyd Lashun is looking for. LSU playing with a bit of fire right now. They've lost the ball, though. Looking promising there, and Glimson got involved there, too.
Well, you see glimpses of the capability of this LSU squad. They just showed a little bit of hesitancy here and there in offloading when it's on and when it's not. They're a little bit slow to the breakdown at times. But again, they got some big boys who like to run with the ball. Just a little more experience. I think they're really going to do great. Until a young squad, there's only one senior on this team. That's Anthony Frenchie Portelis.
That is very important as this competition develops next year as well. If you graduate a lot of seniors, it's always very tough. So nice work there from the youngsters. Meanwhile, Sanchez is manhandled there by Anamudu. Still does well to keep possession for Xavier.
Step back, 21. Stay here.
Working the fringes.
Step here, 16 step. 21 step.
Picking and going, they need help right now. And then off their feet go LSU, conceding a penalty.
Off feet.
Yeah, I think that was Marsick that went right off his feet over the top.
Oh, they're tapping and going. Nice to Kemp.
I'm fine with 10. Late hit
to lead. They have advantage. They'll get another penalty here.
21. None of that.
That was a late hit, I think, on Heisterkamp, who's still down for Xavier.
Yep.
But Harry Lee always in support as he's been throughout the semifinal and this third place match. But now probably a good time to congratulate both these teams. You know, winning their conferences, going through the playoffs, getting it here at Infinity Park yesterday in some really atrocious conditions, very cold and snowy, especially in the LSU Tufts game yesterday. I mean, we could hardly see the ball at times. It was snowing so hard. But here we have a beautiful day. And again, both teams disappointed they're not in the championship game, but still playing hard to the end. Great to see. Go Play Tours is the official travel partner of NSCRO. Go Play Tours helps NSCRO rugby teams save time and money by offering low group rates on flights, flexible pricing terms, and more. Go to www.goplaytours.com for more information.
Yeah, I think our NSCRO man, our snowman, is melting on the sideline, and Heisterkamp is leaving the field as well. So two important players from each team leave the field. Keenan from LSU and now Heisterkamp from Xavier. No, he's come back on the field. He said, I'm fine. I'm back on. Unbelievable stuff. A change of mind there.
And here is that reserve hooker for Xavier. There's Martel Martin. He started yesterday.
4. Drop, please.
Go to the back. Michael Smart goes over his head. Ball is available there for LSU to pick it up, and Anamudu does just that. They go wide. Great breakout here from Beaumont. Look at him race. Speed machine, bumping people off as he goes. Still going for the line.
Release.
He needs support. A stunning breakout. The support is there from Aruaz. Still for the corner. Schlitt is there also. LSU sparked into magic. Space to the left-hand side. Corona wants his second, but the forwards are rumbling up. They've got to be careful not to lose it here. And that happens.
I think it might have been Brett Moore that yanked that ball free of the LSU defenders, but we talked about Beaumont. What a hard runner he was, or is. Like, he split the seam through the Xavier defense. There was 2 men to beat, ran right at both of them, able to get past them. He had some help at that point. He still gets the ball. He still gets the ball away on the floor. Yeah, there's more again, just rips it free. Some desperate defense by Xavier. Keeps them in the lead at 15-12.
That's a time if LSU was able to just move that ball away and space on the left-hand side. They've done all the hard work. Xavier for Heisterkamp, who's back after just getting winded earlier. Not the biggest kick, so it'll be a 5-meter line out there for LSU.
We saw him score a try from here yesterday off a rolling ball. They just drove it forward a couple of times, but that was with Owen Keenan, who's out on the bench right now. They're going to miss his leadership. He kind of drove that ball. Full. But it's big, important time here for LSU. About 15 minutes, or 25 minutes left in this contest.
Thaddeus Andrews on the field as well. For LSU, they go to the front. There wasn't 5 meters though.
Not 5 or not straight?
Within 5.
Not 5 meters. Back 10, please.
Man, those are the things that really make a coach pull his hair out. Not 5 meters on that line out. And again, letting Xavier off the hook.
21.
They cut that ball inside that 5-meter line.
So because of the short arm penalty, it'll still be a line out for LSU.
Wait, 10, back.
They have a quick meeting to decide how many numbers they want to use. And then in the front there's Bubba.
Guys, how many?
Thaddeus Andrew.
4, please.
I think with Keenan out of the lineup now, I think they're a little disorganized in that line out.
Yeah, not sure who to go to. And in the end, it goes to Xavier. Not what they would want.
Advantage over.
Flynn looks for Daly. Lee brings it across to Gresser. Gresser's little kick. They want to probably keep that infield of play so they could get a chance at it.
Yeah, Beaumont was ready to line him up. Thought better of it. I think that was a good call. He probably would have got called for a late hit. Gresser with a little pooch kick, though, through.
So Montel Martin to throw this. Played in high school with Valiant Freeman.
Yeah, I thought it was a black put in here.
It's black line out, guys.
Trying to be sneaky there.
Yeah, Gresser kicked it out. Well, again, I think with Keenan out of the lineup, they're really, it's like a rudderless ship right now.
So it is Portelis, the senior. He's done judo for 5 years, but that's been stolen by Xavier. And Lee shapes the dummy and then gets it to Heisterkamp, who just flings it, hoping for a bounce. It does come to Gresser on that. Moore slips on the turf.
No, leave it, hey, leave it!
Xavier keeping it tight with their forward pack.
Tackle release!
Colin Carney.
Come back.
In there as well, the club president. Now Daly gets good valuable meters for Xavier. Breen.
Tackle!
Absorbing a lot of defenders. Now it's time to shift it wide. Moore wants to take it in. Another time, though. Gets the offload to Lee. Now Heisterkamp. Knows there's space to move. A thunderous tackle coming in from Corona. He's taking Gresser to the deck and hurt him.
That good aggressive play by A.J. Corona, the biscuit. Looked dangerous on the outside, and Freeman thought he had another one going. He had a lot of space in front of him, just couldn't get that ball away. The good aggressive tackle by Corona prevented that.
White, 1 step closer, please.
And one of the goals down, or one of the keys for Coach Lejeune was that his players played that full 80 minutes, and we're certainly seeing that here now. They're still well within this game. 15-12 is the score.
That's right, into the last 20 minutes we go.
Keep your head up too.
Both teams going strong. 3 points separates them in this NSCRO third place clash.
Crouch.
Referee Wiener just checking the near side bind. After this, we have Tufts University taking on the Claremont Colleges in the NSCRO final for the 2017 title.
Yeah, and it looks like even in the scrums, without Keenan in there, things aren't going, aren't shaping up very well for this LSU team.
Mark's over here, guys.
Even though this is the third place game Dallin, I mean, this is great experience for these programs. I mean, neither one have been to something like this before. It's great to come to a facility like Infinity Park, playing in front of a good crowd, getting your game streamed. And, you know, it's only going to bode well for them in the future.
Oh, it certainly is. A lot of great exposure for these programs. Just back out the tunnel, they're going to reset this. And, of course, the families and friends supporting them, watching on. A lot have traveled here to support their teams, their alumni as well. And for a new program like LSU, only 2 years in the making, it really is a marvelous effort. Xavier been around for 43 years, so they've built that base already.
Yeah, and they got a good, strong contingent here supporting them. We've seen them in the hotel, and you see them here in the stands at Infinity Park. They played well against Claremont Colleges yesterday. Just lost by 10. It was a bitterly cold day.
Something we haven't seen here in a long time, snowing. Ruaz moves it out and kicked over the top there from Callahan. Gresser. A kick over the top from Gresser, the former soccer star. Kills back towards him. Benham scoops this up nicely. Both fullbacks have certainly impressed with their tactical acumen. LSU was Schlick. Knows there's a bit of space wide there for Beaumont. His kick has been well fielded and laid back.
Knocked on.
Then knocked on, though.
If I was LSU, I would try to get the ball in Beaumont's hands as much as possible. He's the one guy out there that looks like a real danger when he's got ball in hand. NSCRO, man, this is a perfect view of him. He's going to see if this throws in straight or not.
He may even throw it in. He's got a ball as well attached to his arm there.
It's a put-in, obviously.
Playing practice yesterday.
NSCRO, man.
Well, that should be the mascot here. They're going to
crouch
to make one way for the nice weather as well.
Bind. Set.
Yes. So, men from Alexandria, Louisiana.
Yeah, NSCRO, man, though, doesn't say much about our cameraman Edison over there. He was born in Colorado. He can't make a snowman. He doesn't know how to make a snowman.
Keep your arm up and stable, please.
How do you live in Colorado for however old he is and not know how to make a snowman?
Well, now the whole world knows about that. Edison on the loose like cameraman. Just stunning work on that far side. Yes, there is a camera. He's slipped a few times on those banks over the years, but he's still with us. Scrum of the halfway line. LSU, though, getting driven back here. And they concede a penalty. What's that for, Viz?
I don't know. Was their hands in? Pulling in the scrum. It looked like the referee signal. But that's a good lift for Xavier here, though. Put the ball down deep. Heisterkamp, we've seen his foot on display this weekend. Oh, they can stay in. Stay in, though.
Now the commentator's curse from Brian Visit as Brennan inside his 22. Puts the swan over the top, and Breen is there. The Scotsman. High-stepping his way. Look at him go. Oh, like a haggis. He cuts through. Breen gets the one-handed offload to Moore. Drops the shoulder. Corona tries to stop him. The ball's back, and Xavier in support. Stunning breakout from 8th man Breen. Back inside to Flynn. They read that one easily.
Scotty, leave it. Scotty, leave it.
Heisterkamp wants to shift this wide. It does. There's space to operate. Gresser steps off the right, throws a dummy. Gresser will go in and score. A marvelous try. Danny Gresser. He played lock in high school, and we're glad he's moved to the back line.
Yeah, happy to see Gresser cross. I mean, he's had a really strong game. He had a good game yesterday as well. He had to beat about 3 guys, finally cut back inside 1-2, then cut through 2, still able to reach out and dot over the line, but good cap off to a real strong game by the Xavier fullback.
Heisterkamp from the side, going for a drop kick here to extend this lead. Struck it beautifully off the pole, and will be unsuccessful. 2012, Xavier's lead, LSU.
What does life insurance have to do with rugby? Tradition, values, respect. Rugby has deep roots and a vision for the future. So does Penn Mutual. Learn how Penn Mutual can help you live life with confidence by visiting pennmutual.com/rugby. Yeah, we talked about Gresser a couple of times down. Both, I think, are pretty impressed with his play so far in this competition.
Yeah, we, of course, have CEO of USA Rugby, Dan Payne, coming to join us later. He'll be one of the people keeping a close eye on these young, talented players coming through. And we'll be selecting an all-star team as well. And in front of the kicker,
offside,
just a bit too eager there were LSU, and seems to be the last few minutes things aren't going their way.
Yeah, ever since Owen Keenan has left off, it seems like things haven't gone very smoothly for this LSU Alexandria team. Looks like Cottis Simmons that time was in front of the kick.
Hey boys, there's a scrum up here. Scrum, guys. It's gonna be a scrum.
And Colin Carney getting a good hand as he leaves the field. 6'5", 265-pound junior. Got a real nice hand by his teammates over there on the sidelines. Put in a full weekend of work.
How much better does he smell? Arm up. Arm up, please. Coach!
Yeah, great that a lot of the players off the bench are getting playing time here at the stunning $15 million complex known as Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Difficult one to take for Breen. He gets it at the back, though. It's got Sanchez with him. Moore shifts across to Daly. Daly into the line, gets the fend on Beaumont. Daly still going. Beaumont finally comes back to tackle him inside the 22. Xavier, though, turning up the hit. Another dummy. Over they go. And such deserve. Moore keep the change on the defense. Try time.
Beautiful try by Brett Moore. Good lead-up work, too. That was a strong run by Daly when he caught that ball. Watch the dummy. Watch the cell. Ching, ching. Just on the outside. Skirts right through. Oh, yeah. Had the LSU defenders going one way, and then he just cut right back inside. And our replays all day long brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com.
3 second-half tries from Xavier have stunned this LSU pack. Meisterkamp struck the last one beautifully. And this one is accurate. Through the middle it goes. And Xavier extend the lead 27 points to 12 here in the second half. They lead LSU with 13 minutes to go.
And you see a dejected bunch of LSU players. Again, this is where the coach and Callahan's trying to fire them up. And again, they want to play that entire 80 minutes of rugby, even though they're looks like they're going to probably fall short here, 27-12 with about 12 minutes left. Callahan's trying to rally his troops to finish strong here.
Anything can happen in the game of rugby, but they need to get their hands on the ball. Strong tackle coming in there, and there it is. They've turned it over. Aruaz. Another good carry from him. Lee tries to snaffle that. But it comes with Beaumont. Lucan Beaumont throws it in field to Marsick, 4th year playing rugby. Cut out pass. Looking for space there in midfield. Simmons.
Ball's back, right back.
O'Regan.
Is he offside too?
Puts him in space. Schlipp. We know he can step. Still going. Finally, Schlipp driven backwards. They're just outside the 22, or the men from Alexandria, known as the Generals. Absorbing tackles there, and Andrew, big Bubba. Oh, Bubba's lost the ball there.
Knock on.
Yeah, just a little careless handling right there.
Should be inside.
Xavier able to swat that ball free.
Inside, guys.
And again, another patch of, really good play by this LSU team, and it's just one little simple mistake forces that knock on, and now it's going to be a scrum to Xavier, trying to relieve the pressure. But they got the running in them right now. They got a lot of confidence going. I wouldn't be surprised to see him run from behind their 22.
Up, guys. One step forward, please. Thank you.
Green's looking this way.
Coach.
Very good for them this weekend.
Bind.
Xavier team.
Set.
A community service as well. Ready, boys. Helped in the flood recovery efforts in the neighborhood. And they were in the news in Cincinnati. Now Breen takes it out. Heisterkamp goes wide. Good defense there, and they bring it back to Daly.
Back by White.
Lee, quick hands to Flynn. Finally sets the contact point. You're right, they're full of running right now. Matt Kelly's on the field wearing 17 for Xavier. Finally it goes to the boot. Corona is there. He'll have to let it bounce though. Oh, Corona misses it and gets hit as well. Brennan, Corona gets hit twice in the background play.
Yeah, Toronto's throwing a block is what he did.
Oh, he blocked it this time.
Yes. That was the first time I saw a block in rugby in a long, long time. AJ Corona kind of blocked Freeman from getting to his fullback.
Well, first he gets hit without the ball.
Well, watch the block. Watch the block right here, the shield. He didn't think the ref would see it, but he was right in front of him. Yeah, Heisterkamp's done a pretty good job keeping Xavier with some good go-forward ball, put in a good position with his kicks to touch.
Martin, the man from Cleveland, Ohio, goes to the back. They've lost it, so advantage here for Marsick. Sporting a very stylish haircut. They try to hold him up.
No advantage.
They do well, but there's no advantage from the original knock on the line out.
Yeah, put your knee down there, telling Marcy, I'm trying. There's like 6 guys holding him up.
White 1 and
Pretty
White
good
5.
defensive play by Breen. And we got some subs coming in. Yeah, I think this is great. Some of these players coming out, maybe some seniors on the bench getting a chance. Well, Vickery's going off. Smart's going off. And Kyle Daly's going off. Let's see who's coming in. We got Angus Nelson's come on, number 20. And I think Josh McMurtry, one of the seniors, comes into the front row.
Set. Early push by White.
Early push there from Xavier, so it'll be a short-arm penalty for LSU into the last 8 minutes.
It's your penalty.
They've got to keep going, playing quickly, tapping to go if you want. You don't need a kick to touch because you're outside the 22 and you'll lose the line out as well. It'll be a direct kick. LSU, here they go, sending some of their big forwards. Good work right there from Kalichi Anamuru. It's been everywhere today. Big unit too at 250 pounds.
That's back.
O'Regan has to go back to collect and then throws to Beaumont. Beaumont breaks out again. Look at the centre go, just carving him up like it's Thanksgiving all over again. He puts the kick himself. Beaumont could score one of the tries of the tournament. Individual stuff from Beaumont. Oh my goodness, he strikes like a rattlesnake.
I like Lucas Beaumont. I love the way Luca Beaumont. I love the way he plays. He is just a hard runner. Every time he gets that ball, and he was way out in front of his support. I mean, it was going to be him or nothing at this point. And I love the rebound. Look at it, he gets through. I knew he was going to kick it. It gets charged down, but it comes right back to him. Perfect bounce up and a good reward. Luca Beaumont, nice try for this LSU squad.
Well, fortune favors the brave, and you're right. Twice, Beaumont has sprinted away from his own teammates. He knocked over a ball carrier on the last occasion, this time opting for the kick. It worked out brilliantly. And that's what we like to call champagne rugby. He puts his team within 10 points. Matt Benham is successful with a kick. 27-19 is the score right now. And Xavier still lead this game, but Beaumont puts on some magic.
He certainly does. 6 minutes left, a 2-score game. If LSU's going to do it, they got to strike quick here.
Heisterkamp goes deep. He wants to pin down LSU. Miscommunication there between Corona and one of his teammates. And Xavier will be gifted a scrum.
Yeah, Corona and Simmons. It looked like it was trouble there. Both wanted it, and neither one wanted it. Simmons stuck the big paw out. Got that knock on. So again, Xavier, just little mistakes by LSU, allowing Xavier just to keep the pressure on, keep that lead.
Crouch!
Off the bench, Angus Nelson.
Bind.
From Sacramento, California. Played with Brett Moore in high school at Jesuit of Sacramento. So old teammates, still continuing their run here at the national championship. Heister cab, gets a switch, and it's Jose Sanchez is now in the midfield. The scrum off has moved out as Lee goes for the line. Lee's not going all the way, he's got it!
Yes.
Harry Lee might not have the best hairstyle around with some colorful stuff going on, but he knows the way to the try line.
And another guy who's really played well this weekend, Harry Lee, rewarded with a try of his own. Good, strong running. His support play's been phenomenal. His tackling's been great. And now we see some of his strength in the tackle area. Just fending off LSU defenders. There's one, he's gonna do another one. And it looked like he went through Josh Slitt 2 or 3 times that time, but Harry Lee, fantastic weekend and a good try.
Harry Lee. Played rugby for 8 years. Such an energetic loose forward. Try number 4 in the second half for Xavier. They've scored 6 in total. And certainly putting this game out of reach right now with 3.5 minutes to go. Good strike from Nelson. To the right, it'll remain, so 52 points to 19. Xavier lead LSU of Alexandria in this 3rd place NSCRO clash.
Yeah, very entertaining second half. A lot more tries scored in the second half by both these teams. It was just 10-5 at halftime.
A lot of fun happening on the bench there. They've played good rugby, and now they're enjoying the snow. And you can on a day like this. Yesterday, 30 degrees.
Well, for some of these guys, probably the first time they've seen snow, Dal.
Yes, certainly right, and especially first time playing in snow. That is something else. Xavier, pop it over the top with Nelson. There is room to operate. The ball's bouncing. It comes from fullback Benham. Benham, great response from.
Advantage White, knock on.
He's lost it though in the process. It was a good counter-attack. Play on, it's come off a player, but we're first going to come back to the knock-on from Benham.
Yeah, Benham has done pretty well. He's been almost caught a few times by the Xavier pressure defense, but able to skirt around it, get his team in attacking position. Just couldn't bring that ball down clean now. See a couple of the players from the teams that are coming up after this game for the championship of NSCRO. Claremont Colleges, they a really good, solid unit, loaded with experience against a tough team that beat this LSU team, despite the fact they were dominating the scrums yesterday.
It's hard to believe you win 1 out of 10 scrums and you still win the match. Xavier, another full-on penalty at scrum time, and LSU, that dominance, they haven't been able to convert that. One of the keys to victories. They fall short here. That kick, not out again. A counter-attack here from LSU. Ballot shifts it across, and now Beaumont. That's the man you want, ball in hand.
Oh.
Was forward though. They had to do anything to get it to him.
Yeah, I think that's the right. Play. Beaumont had to get back a little bit quicker though, or Benham had to hang on just a little bit longer. Force that pass, drifted forward. I think the AR had a little help with the referee on that one. Definitely forward. Maybe didn't need the help, it was so far forward.
Ball's over there.
As this game almost comes to a close, I just want to give a shout out to the LSU side for their community service. They were helping with the Alexandria Food Bank and food relief for the Baton Rouge area, as well as the American Red Cross and several school events as well. So really just wonderful characters off the field. That's what this game of rugby is all about, developing great people for later in life, using rugby as a vehicle. As Brennan picks up here, the Scotsman scored 1 already. Beaumont brings him to the ground. Xavier into the last 2 minutes. Want to get another score. They're flinging it in field to Montel Martin. Flynn, quick hands. Moore drops this one in the process. Advantage if LSU can make something of this. Bennett puts the kick in and advantage ruled over.
And that might do it. That's going to take us to 80-minute mark. I think.
Sub, time off. Block, white 12.
So
white 12.
Matt Moore comes off.
Yeah.
Brett Moore comes off. And it looks like Easton Mond's come on. Easton Mond's coming on, but it's just only going to be for a couple of seconds here.
Yeah, you would think you'd bring him on later, maybe after that last score.
Yeah, next whistle is going to be it, I think.
It's back off white.
Went back there, so Xavier take possession. Moan now gets it out, drops it himself twice. He finally picks it up. Oh, Moan's kick to the opposition. Maybe that's why he wasn't on initially. The ball's squeaking around.
It's not right here, guys.
It's a chaos ending, but of course they're in the lead, and they will hold on. A glorious effort in the end for both these two teams, and it is Xavier that hold on to beat Louisiana by 32-19. We're going to take a short break, come back with the highlights from that second half. Congratulations to both teams, and in particular to Xavier, who have won this game by 32 points to 19, finishing third in the country in NSCRO.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA was brought to you by First Bank. Password recovery is a thing of the past. Fingerprint login available in the First Bank mobile banking app, efirstbank.com. Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com. And by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, visit o'brienrugby.com.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Play the fastest growing sport in the U.S., rugby, and the pathway to playing with the best starts at Glendale Raptors Rugby Academy clinics. We're developing better rugby players ages 8 through 18. Our national championship coaches and players provide in-depth instruction and cutting-edge training so you can become a more effective rugby player. Improve your backline knowledge to gain an edge over the competition in our May Backline Play Clinic. Sign up today at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
Close, convenient, cozy. Where rugby stays. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek. Located within walking distance of Glendale's Infinity Park Stadium and minutes away from the Cherry Creek Shopping Center and downtown. Featuring 3,000 square feet of meeting space, luxurious guest rooms with our signature Hyatt Grand Beds and complimentary breakfast. Prepare for your match in our 24-hour Stay Fit gym and connect with work, family, and friends on free Wi-Fi. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, where rugby stays.
And welcome back to Rugby Town, USA, and congratulations to Xavier University in picture and their head coach Sean Gaffney, assisted by Henny Peters and Eugene Riley, have done stunning work with their team to finish third year in the 2017 NSCRO Championship. They fought hard though, it wasn't easy, and these are the highlights. LSU started off though on fire in the second half, a kick through, and Corona comes out of nowhere, toes it forward, and the Flyer got the first try in the second half.
And that gave LSU the lead, but the Scotsman Cameron Breen retakes the lead for Xavier. Big strong run through a couple of LSU defenders. Dots down to give Xavier the lead they would never relinquish again. And then this ball goes out to Gresser. Danny Gresser had a strong game. Dekes out a couple of players and dives over for the try to make it 20-12 in favor of Xavier. And how about this dummy right here on the outside? Cuts right back. Huge hole opens up for Brett Moore to score a try. And then Luke Mboma on a great individual effort here. He kicks it ahead, goes right back to him on the charge down, able to dot down to make it respectable 27-19 at that point.
But the last day in the game came to Xavier yet again. Sustained pressure, and Harry Lee, a great score for him. The flanker brushing people aside, scoring in the 75th minute, sealing a victory there. And this is our third place champions here at beautiful Infinity Park. Very excited for this one. You've got to congratulate as well the Louisiana State University of Alexandria as well.
And really looking forward to this final coming up right after this one. Tufts University versus the Claremont Colleges should be a fantastic battle against a very experienced Claremont College team that finished second last year and a scrappy Tufts unit.
So thanks for joining us in Rugby Town, USA, where Xavier have defeated LSU by a score of 32-19. For more info on Infinity Park, go to infinitypark@glendale.com. Any rebroadcast of the pictures, audio, and accounts of this match are strictly prohibited without express written permission from the city of Glendale, Colorado. This has been a copyright broadcast of the city of Glendale, Colorado. For Brian Vincent and our entire crew, I'm Dallin Stanford saying thanks for tuning in.
I love my credit union. My mom is the one who took me in and said, here's where you'll bank for the rest of your life. 10 years later, I'm still a member. Westera is always there for me, and I like that they're local here in Colorado.
Federally insured by NCUA.
What am I wasting? Time. We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play somewhere else. You've got to aspire to reach that next level. It's the reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!